This is the CBS Evening News with Walter Cronkite.
Good evening. The death of a man who sang and played the guitar overshadows the news from Poland, Iran, and Washington tonight. Former Beatle John Lennon, who was 40, was shot and killed last night outside his luxury apartment in New York. The alleged killer is an unemployed security guard and printer who had lived in Hawaii. News of Lennon's death touched off a wave of shock and mourning around the world. Steve Young reports.
Mrs. Lennon, oh Mrs. Lennon, checking the sky to see if there's no cloud. There's no cloud. Oh, then I guess it must be alright.
Why did you take him? Why did you let him go? I try to make sense, I guess I'll never know. He brought about a light with a refreshing glow. Without his type, how the seed's supposed to ever grow? A peace activist, deep and passionate, came at the system through actions of a philanthropist. Mark David Chapman shot him in the back in his prime. At a time of war, he was peace packing. The songs that would cease Vietnam's despair. Let him be set and free like John Sinclair. The war is over, and give peace a chance. Even got down with Bobby Seale and the Black Panthers. Imagine was one of the best songs ever written. And if you disagree, you are not a musician. We miss him and need him with us to mold the children. Instead of lying dead in front of the Dakota building. Assassination by a fascist administration. For unity of nations and peace demonstrations. I try explaining to the kids who ain't got the patience. With parents from the Reagan era who was lost as Reagan. I think of how he died right before I was born, and how he changed my life through the words in his songs. I love Pink Floyd, Hendrix, and Lennon, and I wrote this song in honor of their remembrance.
Mrs. Lennon, oh Mrs. Lennon, checking the sky to see if there's no cloud. There's no cloud. Oh, then I guess it must be alright.
The history of a legend, John Lennon, the Beatle, the activist, the biggest threat to the establishment since Jesus of Nazareth massacred 1980, gateway to Rosemary's Baby. Like JFK's brain with missing John Lennon was cremated. Mark David assassinated, an angel by Dakota on the mission of Ronald Reagan. A 38 revolver shot in the shoulder like a poem dropped to the ground. Mark Chapman characterized the catcher in the rye. You left the world frozen in time like a sculpture of ice. With only hell below us, we're always looking for the sky. The 8th of December is marked with blood in my calendar. I seek vengeance upon the murderer that took John Lennon. Conspiracy theories tells me you were taxidermied like an animal with your flesh eaten by cannibal perverts. But it's Joko and Chapman, they both government jackals. We're demanding Lennon's ashes to spread it over a chapel. I hear your ghost by the piano, I see the blood on your glasses. You sign your death to an autograph on a copy of your album. I travel back beyond the spirits of time to research. I cough blood on these lyrics, pyramids built in reverse. The music industry is cursed, John, we truly need you. We got a one world government that reduces the people of Mrs. Lennon. We're checking out for the clouds in the sky. You know his death was a cover up, the government took his life, motherfucker.
Mrs. Lennon, oh Mrs. Lennon,
Cruise Dirty Jada,
checking the sky
yeah,
to see if there's no
Guerilla
cloud.
War Tactics.
There's no cloud. Oh, then I guess it must be alright.
Cruise Dirty Jada,
Checking the sky
yeah,
to see if there's no
Guerilla
cloud.
War Tactics.
There's no cloud. Oh, then I guess it must
So John and I got out of the scene, and then I heard 4 or 5 shots. They were shattered. And then I heard a woman screaming. It was Yoko. She was screaming, "Help me."
Using those accounts, coupled with Mark David Chapman's confession, they began to piece together the events leading up to Lennon's murder.
There was no question. There were a variety of witnesses who testified that the defendant had indeed been out in front of the Dakota for a number of days.
And one of the very ironic twists of this horrible story, Chapman actually met Lennon on Monday afternoon and asked Lennon for an autograph.